Hey guys, this is
Aksually XD.
yo. Hey guys, this is a very serious stream. I'm gonna get really serious today. I'm gonna get really super serious, very serious. I'm gonna get so serious. No, I'm just fucking with you. I just thought it'd be funny to say that after starting with the Sonic song. I'm not gonna be serious. Well, actually, I might be. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna talk. That's about it, though. We're not gonna get too crazy, okay? We're gonna, you know, kind of contain ourselves. We can tell because the hoodie. Yeah, the hoodie is a Emily Jane special. Emily Jane got this hoodie for me. What's up, Stone Pa?
White people be like,
yo, Stone Pa. I was bored, so I was like, I'm gonna go live. Probably not for as long
white
as
people be like,
3 months. Hope her having
usual,
great day.
but I'm just gonna chill. Am I high? I don't know if, like, sometimes I don't know if you guys have ever like met a person that is actually high, or like I don't know what, like, if you're unironically asking me this, but sometimes I will just be sitting here being my completely normal self, and one of you in chat will be like, hey, you must be zoinked out of your mind, bro. Like, you must be literally nuts right now. Like, you must literally be seeing demons right now. Like, you must be so fucking high. And the answer to that is no. I'm not. I'm just chilling. I am just chilling. Hold on. I want to pull up some jazz. Somebody said no because your eyes are red. I don't sleep, so that's probably why my eyes are red. They're probably, honestly, they're red like most of the time. Like 15 and having to explain myself to my mom right now. I do not have pink eye. What the fuck? Okay, just to address the rumor, I do not have fucking pink eye. I've never had pink eye. I feel sorry for people who've had pink eye because it just seems very annoying, but I personally have kept my eyes clean, so I don't really got any of that. You ever get ringworm? No, I have never gone ringworm. Sorry if any of you have ever gone ringworm. I have never gone ringworm. It's okay, you can tell us you have pink eye. I don't have pink eye. In fact, I have zero.
white people be like,
zero conditions. I'm like perfect, man. Ever since I got COVID in January, man, nothing's been able to, like, is it still loud? I don't know what guys, I'm gonna be honest. It's like a demon, man. There's a demon. There's literally a demon. It's not loud for me. It's not loud for, like, in fact, it's quiet for me, right?
white people be like,
And then I look back in the stream and I'm like, wow, that's weird. Why does it sound like that? It sounds like there's like 2 layers of it, right? So then I'm looking, like, I've looked through everything and I don't know why it sounds like that. I seriously think I just
white
need
people
to,
be like,
I need to, like, delete my face cam scene and just, like, redo it. Like, I need to, like, clear the demons. I need to, like, go phasmophobia on this shit because I don't know why it's like that. I seriously do not. I keep forgetting you had COVID. Well, it's like a big part of who I am, so I didn't forget. Anyways. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff, man. Good stuff. Oh yeah, let me go through subs. Barbecue sauce in my titties, thing with 4 months. Boba Lover, thing with a prime. Eleanor, thing with the 6 months. Uber Smith, thing with 100 bits. Ceiling Fan, thing with a prime. Sue Lily, thing with 2 months. Evelyn Hauer. Thanks for the prime. New primer as well. Daniela, thing with the 3 months. Tater Toddy's, thing with the 12 months. Katie Phobic, thing with the 8 months. Guppy for my collie, thing with the 100 bits. I was listening to a VOD on a walk today, and the alert happened. I almost got hit by a car. I'm sorry for you. Good night, friend. Thank you for the 9 months. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Yeah, sometimes.
White people be like,
Pickles in my sock. Thank you for the prime as well. That happened to my buddy Eric once. Yeah, this dude Eric really, a lot of people seem to know him, and a lot of people, you know, he really, from what I've heard, really has some problems. He really does. Background do be scratchy though. Guys, I don't know if you're like, you think you're like tuning into like a Markiplier stream, because you're not, okay? There's no high production value here, okay? My webcam literally is the biggest piece of shit ever. Like, my hat is not even this color. It's like a whole different shade of green. And my webcam has picked it up as this color, which I don't even know how that's possible. So if you think you've come here for the high production value, then you are sorely mistaken, my friends. It's green. Yeah, the hat is actually green as fuck. It's the same hat that the other day was green screened out, and I had like a hole on top of my head. This guy's colorblind. No, my camera's colorblind. Do I have asthma? No, I don't have asthma. Green, that's piss color. Green, are you saying green is piss color, or are you saying that this is piss color? Neither of the options is piss color. I don't know what's happened to you. If that's what why'd you sound defensive about asthma? I didn't sound no. I don't have asthma though. Sorry y'all, but I'm just built different. Favorite number? Probably 7. I don't know. Probably like, yeah, 7. 7. I don't know what else. So basic. Literally, I'm sorry that my favorite number isn't like fucking 45. Like, why would I give a shit about the number 45? 7 is just a cool number. It's badass. 56 is elite. Your favorite number is 56. There's no way that's not a lie. I used to have a friend who had asthma. So like I fuck with y'all, you guys' struggle. That's just not me though. Is the friend dead? No. I don't think so. I moved schools and then I never saw him again. And then he came into my stream one time and like left a really weird message. So that's really the whole like tea on that person. Is his name Eric? No. Side effects? Yeah, it's the asthma side effects. Have I ever broken a bone? Not really. Yes, kind of, but I wouldn't count it. Sheesh. My sibling has asthma. Respect. Are you okay? You've been listening to Bon Iver all day? You know the funniest thing is, you are far from the first person who's asked me that. Many of my friends have reached out and said, you are not okay. You've been listening to Bon Iver for the last 4 hours. Something is wrong with you. And I don't know, man. It was just a Bon Iver kind of day. That reminds me of when I, like a couple years ago, I would, whenever people would see me listening to Blonde, everyone I knew would immediately reach out and be like, hey, like, what's up? Like, you want to talk about anything? I remember it was so funny. I would literally have like 5 or 6 people always reach out whenever they saw me listen to Blonde, which is very sweet. It's very kind. Look at this bullshit fucking webcam. I move my arm and like the green screen becomes worse. What the fuck? I gotta get a new camera, man. This shit is ass. This is bullshit. What is this? Look at this. Look at that. What the fuck? So stupid. Looks like a swarm of bugs. Yeah. There's a bunch of mosquitoes in my room. You should buy a light for the green screen. Believe me, I have lights. I have 2 lights. I know how cameras work. It's just that this webcam isn't too great.
Why you got so many necklaces? Why you got necklace?
Have I ever been stung by a bee? I used to get stung by a bee every summer. It would happen at least once a summer. I mean, you know, what can I say other than it was pretty shitty. I think I'm allergic to bees. Is it normal to swell up after you get stung by a bee?
Why you got so many necklaces?
I think that's the one thing I'm allergic to. Oh, so that's normal? So I'm not allergic? Oh. Thank God. So what does it mean to be allergic? What does it mean to be allergic to a bee? What happens if you're allergic? You can die? Your body shuts down? Yeah, none of that really happened to me, so I think I'm in the clear. I just got a really bad swelling. But it wasn't that bad. I don't know, I was like 12 years old. I haven't really been stung since I was like 13. Dudes really be dying to bees, beta males for real. There's a whole movie where Macaulay Culkin dies to a swarm of wasps. I hated that movie too, because that movie, I was nothing but a child, and that movie really did do a number on me. Why was it so hard to say wasps? Because I thought they were like, I don't know, I was gonna say hornet. Ew, why do I was gonna say hornet. I don't know why I can't dude, you hear what? Hornet. Somebody asked if my laugh was real. I don't know, maybe. I mean, why would it not be real? Like, what? No, my laugh is fake. I fake my laugh every time. I've never, like, genuinely laughed. Do. Have I ever been possessed? No, I don't think so. Have you ever seen a young person that looks like an old person? I don't even know why I read that one out. That one's just, I don't even know what that question means, honestly. Sleep paralysis. I've never experienced sleep paralysis. So
I got hit by a bus, bro.
am I possessed? No, I'm not currently possessed, no. Terry Berry, thank you for the 420. Your streams put me at peace. Thank you for all you do. I seriously love you. Call me paradoxical para socala all you want.
White people be like,
Paradoxical socala. Oh, you're trying to... Okay, I'm sorry. That completely... I was so confused. But thank you, Terry Berry. That's very sweet of you to say. Molly Reno, thank you for the 5 months. Mosh for Cogs, thank you for the 4 months. Blinky April, thank you for the 3 months. Guppy for my car, thank you for the 100 bits. Uga Booga Smooth, thank you for the 100 bits. Lol, I'm cold, thank you for the 200 bits. Caitlin, thank you for the 11 months. Vendel Overnight, thank you for the 100 bits. What's my favorite song? I don't have a favorite song. I gotta say, though. Recently, what is it called? Hold on. I forgot what the song is called. Hold on. Recently, I did realize that this song was one of my favorites. It's Bittersweet Symphony by the Verve. I was just listening to it over and over again. I was like, you know what? This really is like one of the best songs ever made. Like, there's no way around it. Why is the Keck W blurry AF on your stream? Julia hates Nightbot. Let me look at your logs for a second. I swear to God, you just keep critiquing the quality of my stream. Hold on. Let me look through your logs. Let me see. Your body shuts down. Side effects. You look like the kind of guy to be lactose intolerant. I am not lactose intolerant. That is also not a part of my struggle. The last thing you said yesterday was, will you get imposter next round? And then you just disappeared.
Why you got so many necklaces?
Elias is penned.
Why you got
28
necklace?
months. Oh my god. Holy crap. Thank you. Thank you. And Sue Lily, think of the 5 bomb. Holy shit. Eleanor donated 100 bits and said, have you ever eaten chapstick? No. No, I have not. I had to think about it. Because I've eaten a lot of dumb shit in my life. Cap? Yeah, that's... Yeah, yep. Somebody asked me about anime. What's your favorite anime? I don't have a favorite anime. The closest thing that I do like is Avatar: The Last Airbender, but that's not an anime, but, you know, it's very clearly inspired by anime. So, that's really the closest answer I have to that. I'm not really vibing with this one as much. Let's get the next one on. I should bleach my eyebrows. I don't know if I should. Am I going to SawCon?
I got hit by a bus, bro.
Oh my god. Name off, think of the $10. I don't know why text-to-speech isn't working yet. I'm gonna be honest, guys. There's like a little man inside of Streamlabs controlling my streams and like making fucking text-to-speech not work. I don't know how to fix it, man. I'm completely at a loss here. Because it'll just randomly decide to stop working. And I don't know what the fuck to do about it. But you kind of look like my Uncle Kevin. He escaped and survived a cult, so maybe he's cooler than you. Shout out Uncle Kev. That's awesome. You know, cults fascinate me. Wait. I think I realized. Hold on.
I got hit by a bus, bro.
Never mind. I thought I fixed it. Never mind. I didn't fix anything. Cults interest me a lot because it's a very interesting look into like the human psyche and how, you know, we can control each other and how, like, I don't know, it's weird. A lot of fucked up things goes up in those cults, man. I'll tell you that much. My Uncle Kevin got pulled over for cocaine. Oh. I'd like to be in one. You basically already are in one. That's what my this is what my viewer base seems like sometimes. A little cult, a little wholesome cult. Is that an Estonian weed hoodie? No, it's not. It is not. My uncle got arrested for pretending to be a cop to confiscate drugs from someone. What the fuck are your uncles up to? Your uncles are going crazy. My uncle is just like a capitalist. Like, that literally is all I gotta say about my uncle. Like, he's just a capitalist. There's nothing exciting to him. My uncle's gay. Oh, that's cool. Gay little uncle. Shout out to your uncle. I hope your uncle's doing well. Your uncle plays Roblox? Yo, your uncle must be 11 years old. Did you guys know that I'm an uncle? My fucking nephews and nieces are gonna be going to school being like, yo, my uncle is awesome. He streams on Twitch, one of the biggest streamers. I think I'm the biggest Estonian streamer. I don't know though. I don't want to piss some fucking Estonian off who's then gonna like get mad at me. There's this like, my mom has a friend. My mom has a friend who has a kid. She's like, I don't know. She's like your guys' age. She's like 15 or whatever the fuck. And she watches me. So she'll like tell my mom's friend that like this is what I heard back from my mom, right? She told my mom like, oh, did you know that he's like the 7th most subscribed YouTuber in Estonia? Like he used to be 3rd. And then I was like, and then my mom relayed that information to me, and I was like, oh, thank you, that's great to hear. Also, but then I looked into it because I was like, no, all right, I'm not believing this because half those channels are not even Estonian, and I was right. I'm not like 7th. I'm actually like 5th or something like that. Okay, I'm actually still pretty high up, which I gotta say is pretty baller because my ass hasn't even uploaded in like a year and a half at this point. So let me see though. Just wait until I start uploading again. It's gonna be crazy. Okay. So literally, yeah. Some of these channels are not Estonian. They just mark themselves as Estonian because I don't know why. Like some of these people literally have nothing to do with Estonia. Wait, this list makes no sense. I don't know. To get on the list probably. Yeah. But anyways, none of this shit matters. None of this is real. Like, none of this is real. Apparently the number one most subbed Estonian channel, which I've never heard of this channel, it's called Skybeck. They've lost 10k subs in the last month. What is their content? I'm actually curious. I've never seen this channel before. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, it's one of those like weird clickbait channels where it's like experiment Coca-Cola and Mentos in the pool. Azulis G, thank you for the 6 months. Thank you. Watch this. I'm about to blow your guys' mind, okay? Watch this. You're about to witness literally the most cracked 2048 gameplay of all time. This is like a speed run, okay? Watch this. Wait, oh shit, I wasn't tabbed in. Yeah, that was like that was like pretty good. That was like pretty chill by me. Like, that was actually pretty good. Yo, this Pfizer has me on a body high right now. Respect to you, Hoover, for getting vaccinated. People keep asking me, I saw it today in chat as well, am I planning on getting vaccinated? I don't know, like, I don't know what you think my answer is going to be. I've talked about this before. I really don't, like, people ask me that, and do you think I'm going to, like, just say no? Of course I'm going to get vaccinated, man. I'm trying to get out of this fucking hellscape, man. This hell existence of quarantine, man. Yo, the Johnson & Johnson got me fucked up. I thought you said you didn't believe in that crap. Oh, I believed in that crap, believe me. I believe in it all. Are the COVID restrictions heavy in Estonia? Not heavy enough, because Estonians are idiots, who, unless their hand is forced, do not have any sort of critical thinking, apparently. And the government are a bunch of pussies who really only care about their own ratings than the actual well-being of the people, so none of them will actually do anything that's unpopular. And that might be maybe making the restrictions a little bit heavier. I think you should run the Estonian government. Maybe. You know, I just don't know if I have the time for it. Did I know Colton from The Bachelor's gay? Did I know Colton from The Bachelor's gay? Oh, he's gay? I don't know who
White
that
people
is.
be like-
I've never watched a single episode of The Bachelor. But, you know, good for Colton from The Bachelor. Ven died overnight. Thank you for the tier 1. Thank you. Thank you. Have I seen any cool TikToks recently? No, I haven't. TikTok sucks. TikTok is just lame as hell, to be honest with you. Very just very boring place. I open it and then I pretty much like immediately forget that I was ever even on it. I don't really remember most things that I see on it. Oh, I did see this TikTok of Tubbo that I was kind of like, oh, that's kind of sad, because he was talking about like how he had a friend who was like posting his personal information for like TikTok followers or whatever. And how he like had to like cut off like a lot of his like IRL friends. And I honestly could relate to that hard. Like, I don't really have, I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you. I basically have none of the IRL friends I had when I first started blowing up on YouTube. Like, I literally have none of them. Because it literally, it just became really weird. And it's a thing where it's like, you know, they're gonna go to their friends and say that, you know, like, oh my god, he changed, you know, oh my god, ever since he started doing this or that, he changed. But there's just like the reality of the matter is that it's kind of a, you know, crazy position to be in. And you know, there's a lot happening, you know, there's a lot that you kind of have to put up with when, you know, things like these start happening in your life, when you kind of you know, gain some popularity. And some people just start overstepping boundaries, and instead of self-reflecting and being like, hey, I overstepped a boundary there, they kind of prefer to just be like, oh, that person changed, and that person, you know, that person, clout gets the best of people. See, that's the exact kind of shit that I feel like some people are probably saying about me behind my back, like, oh my god, clout changed them, blah blah blah. But it's like, it makes everybody act insane. Like, everybody around me was just like, at one point, just asking for shit, and they felt like because you know, we were cool, they could just like fucking like nonstop harass me about shit, or just like use information about me and then like go tell it to like I've had this happen where people that I thought were my friends would go to like my viewers and talk about me, and like give like weird information that I normally wouldn't like share with viewers. And that was a really big no-no for me. And guess what? You cut off that person. That person goes and tells everybody, "Oh my God, he just fucking went crazy because he's got all these followers now, and he's like so full of himself." Like, I think one of the most important skills that I've picked up in the last couple of years is the fact that there's a lot of situations where if you hear just one side of the story, you know, you could really get a completely wrong outlook on a situation. Because I think everybody kind of, when they retell a story that happened to them, they kind of, whether on purpose or whether subconsciously, they kind of make themselves look favorable. And you know, it's just the way it is, I guess. But I've kind of learned to like wait for like two sides of the story, because I've had a lot of people come to me like, "Hey man, that guy's fucking weird. Stay clear, man. That guy, you know, you don't want to hang out with that person. That person did this or that." And then the action that they did sounds like completely ridiculous. Like, they'll be like, "Oh, that person literally like cut off all their friends and like literally like did the you know, like was so like done with them all and blah blah blah." And then you think about that, it's like, wow, that's like an awful person. Like, if they really just like dropped all their friends like that or whatever. But then when you actually like get down to the bottom of it, you know, there was probably something that there was a reason for it, you know. I have kind of realized that it's a lot easier to villainize a person than it is to kind of have an objective outlook on things. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's just one of those things where it's like, you know, you can do the best that you can, but at the end of the day, that's just how the world works. So, you know, I'm not gonna like, you know, it is just there's a lot of people that I used to talk to that I don't talk to anymore, and some of them I'm sure are very mad at me, you know. I know that some of them are mad at me, but it's like, I don't know, like there's just a lot that's, you know, going on, and there's a lot that, you know, kind of happens in your life, and it's like I've never just randomly gone like, fuck this person, I don't want to really like talk to this person anymore. Either you just kind of get busy, you know, with other things and other people, which is kind of how life works sometimes. You know, you're not going to be around the same people your entire life. As you you know, do different things, the people around you change as well, and that's just the natural course of things. But you know, there's also times where I felt like I've had no option but to cut somebody off, and it's never an easy thing to do. It isn't. But like sometimes you kind of have to like look at yourself and realize like what is the best thing for yourself, you know, because I very often kind of put the needs of others before myself, and it can really put me into some really emotionally draining situations. But at the same time, you know, as years have gone by, I've definitely developed this like self-respect where I can kind of realize when too much is, you know, when it's too much for me. And it's you know, it's really it's never easy, you know. And I never do it just because, you know, fuck this person. I would never do it like that. But sometimes it just is what it is. And at the same time, it's like, you know, I don't get this like thing where it's like, oh, we didn't talk for like 6 months. Fuck you. Like, just because we didn't talk for 6 months doesn't mean we're not cool. At least in my head. Like, I have friends that, you know, sometimes I don't talk to them for like a year, and then they reach out and we like catch up and we're like, hey man, what's up? Like, shit can be like that too, man. It's really just like I don't know. Like I've had motherfuckers from like 2013, from like back in like the Toontown days and shit. I've had people from there reach out to me, with like, and then they get mad when like I don't immediately be like, hey man, what's up, man? Yeah, dude, we were like good friends like 8 years ago. But it's like, I'm sorry, man. Sometimes I have a lot going on. I get overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed really easily. That's why, like, I'm really bad at responding to messages sometimes. And it really does, you know, when there's this like added pressure of, oh my god, you didn't respond to my shit in like 2 days. Go fuck yourself. Like you're a fucking asswipe. It's like, I don't know. When people don't respond to me, I don't necessarily resort to such rhetoric, you know. And also sometimes, believe it or not, guys, it's totally okay to just feel like not responding. You don't have to fucking respond to everybody. Nobody fucking owes you a response. That's the best way to move through life. That's how I've kind of learned to, you know, because I message people and people don't message me back. I've been in that boat too. But I don't go in to anything with the expectation of getting a response. Because if I do go in with any sort of expectation, then that already in itself makes me so much more aggressive when I don't get a response, you know? So yeah, I don't know. Makes me not want to reply even more. Exactly. Like, it's just, I don't know, like, you know, it's kind of maybe it's like more understandable if like you're two people that are very close and, you know, usually it's like a fast response and then all of a sudden it becomes like weird and cagey. Then it's like, you know, kind of, then it's appropriate to kind of ask for communication. But if you're just like somebody that I kind of know and you're messaging me, like, motherfucker, I'll take 2 weeks to respond if I want. Like, I'm sorry, man. And if you get mad at me for that, then I don't know, man. I'm just not gonna respond to you anymore. Like, don't fucking get weirdly passive aggressive with me over that shit. Like, seriously. Like, I don't know, man. People are just so fucking extra. Like, it is just... Also, like, it's really weird to think about, like, how, like, things work. Like, you would think by, like, after having, like, decades and decades of, like, people being complete pieces of shit, we would eventually learn to not be this way. But really, that's just not how things work, you know? We can all agree that, hey, being mean is bad. Bullying someone in most cases is pretty, you know, pretty bad. But nonetheless, people still do it. You know, we all are on the same page that it's bad, but people just do it. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like rumors in general, like I've really learned to if somebody randomly comes to me and is like, hey man, have you heard that so and so is actually so and so and did so and so, like I at that point I kind of start to like, I used to really like whenever somebody would come to be like, hey man, did you know that this person is actually like this and that, and they're actually like a pretty bad person, like, you know, I'll put it behind my ear. You know, I'll take that little tidbit with me, but I'm not going to be like, oh my God, you're right. You are so correct. Because you know what I've learned? People will just make shit up. Somebody at some point will make shit up, and then it becomes like this big game of telephone.
White people
where
be like,
some person like it just like goes around and says like, oh my God, da 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 da, and then this story turns into like a whole other thing. It does spread like wildfire, man. Also, I mean, when it concerns Twitter, there are some things about Twitter that really annoy me, and it's the fact that some people will move without knowing any facts. Like, also, you going on Twitter and being like, I just heard from this random TikTok comment that this person did that, but I'm not seeing any proof anywhere. But you're tweeting it out, and by doing that, you're spreading something that you don't even know if it's true. Like, there needs to be like a thing where you can only talk about this if you know what you're talking about, you know? There's another thing on Twitter where it's like, you know, a clip will arise of somebody who maybe on stream did or said something, but it could be taken quite out of context. And then there will be some people that don't even watch the clip because it makes them uncomfortable, which is, you know, understandable if something makes you uncomfortable. But if you haven't watched the clip, you should probably not talk about it. You know, I feel like that's an agreement that everybody can come to. Like, you don't have to watch anything. But if it's your choice that you don't watch it, then maybe don't, like, maybe sit this conversation out because you haven't seen it. And people have fucking, like, people have gone on Twitter and said that I've done all sorts of shit on my stream that I've never done. Like, there's no clip, they won't say anything, they'll be like, oh, I heard one time on stream he said this and that. And it's like, no, I never said that. I have never in my life said that. I have no fucking idea where you even got that from. You, like, somebody just told you that, or you just made it up. And, like, if you're going to say that somebody did this and that, VODs are available for 3 months. You better dig that clip up if you're going to start saying that somebody did something, you know? And you better put the whole context in too. Because clipping out of context is a very genuine thing too. That is just, it's not helping anybody. If you're clipping something out of context and you're very aware of it, then you should kind of realize that whatever argument you're kind of trying to make is going to fall through, because, you know, I don't know. Always, you know, for your own sake, always have the receipts ready, man. You know? It just makes it easier for yourself too. And if you don't have receipts, then don't fucking go forward with anything. Like, you gotta have receipts. Ulia party time. Thank you for the $3. Y'all really donating to me to say thank you. That makes no sense. I should be saying thank you to you. What about if the clip doesn't need context? Well, you know, then it is the context, you know? Like, it's, you know, that's like a weird thing where it's like, if the clip doesn't need context, then it is in context. Then that is, like, in line with what I just said. But yeah. Fart Imp, thank you for the 100 bits. I recently tried to call out my friend for some shitty behavior. She hasn't responded for almost 2 days. I'm worried, but she's ignoring me and I feel myself getting annoyed. Am I in the wrong? I don't know. You just really have to, like, what you have to do is you just have to communicate your feelings. If your friend does something that you don't agree with, then you need to, I think it's best to communicate shit like that. I think communication is really the backbone of any healthy relationship. It can kind of feel that, oh, this relationship will be better off if I don't communicate my disgruntlement with this or that. But in my experience, that will just lead to your disgruntlement, you know, kind of piling up. And any frustrations that you have with the person just piles up every time that you decide to swallow it and forget about it. If you and your friends are real ones, then you can kind of just talk to your friend and be like, you know, I didn't like this. This made me feel bad or uncomfortable. And if your friend is a real one, they will understand. If they, you know, if they respond in some yippee-ki-yay way, then that's on them. I don't know. But yeah, just communication is so important. Like, if you don't like something, you really got to communicate it. Like, I've kind of really learned that whenever I don't like something, you know, I used to always just be like, ah, it's whatever, man. Like, what? Like, it doesn't matter. I'm cool with it. But like, that just ended up making everything a lot worse in the end. You know, a lot of, I could have saved myself a lot of headaches if I just from the top was like, listen, man, this is my problem here, yada yada yada. You know, sometimes it's hard to communicate things, but you also kind of, I think, something that I always say is, if you are not communicating something and your excuse is that it makes it, you know, it just saves everybody trouble in the situation, and it's like it saves trouble for the other person, then you got to ask yourself, like, am I hiding this because it actually does save trouble for the other person, or am I doing this because actually it makes my life easier? And then you can go from there and realize, like, oh man, oh shit, I should actually, like, you know, I should actually talk about it. Just talking is important, man. If somebody is in with you for the long run, they'll listen to your worries, you know. Delilah Jewel, thank you for the Prime, and Wavy, thank you for the gifted sub as well. Yeah, it's just really, I don't know. It's really there's no point in, you know, putting up with something as well. If your friends are, you know, also another thing is like if your friends are making a joke that you're not happy with, if you feel like you're the butt end of the joke, you got to communicate that stuff, man, because you know, it's also like another thing is like sometimes people might not be realizing that the jokes that they are making might be, you know, negatively affecting you. They might not be realizing that. And as soon as you give them like a little tap on the shoulder and go, hey man, this kind of makes me feel like shit, then they'll immediately be like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that. You know, sometimes we all need a little bit of like a knock on the door, you know, to be like, hey, that, you know, maybe don't do this. If they're really your friends, they'll understand. Yeah, exactly. Like if they're really in it with you,
White people be like,
they will understand all these discussions. Sunbeam Seed, think of the Prime. I don't know. Human relationships are just very they're very complicated, to say the least. There's no really easy answer for most things. It's just very you know, I don't know. Can you wax a mustache? No, I don't want to wax my mustache. I really don't. I used to be the butt of the joke all the time, and then when I'd crack jokes on them, they'd get defensive. I've known many people like that in my time. There were people who, you know, when it came to jokes towards others, oh, they would go all in. It's like, holy shit. Literally, like, biggest jokes of all time, like, going in hardcore, and then as soon as somebody would make an even light joke about them, it was immediately like, oh my god. This is fucked up. I'm being done so dirty. Like, ugh. Some people are just weird like that. Kind of reminds me of David Dobrik. Something that always made me uncomfortable about David Dobrik was the fact that in all his vlogs, the jokes was about, like, literally everybody else. The jokes were literally about every single person except David himself. Every single joke that could have, like, I don't understand how you can record something like that. Like, how can you make content like that and not once have a joke go towards you? Like, literally, I think in my history of watching his vlogs, there was literally like one instance that I can think of where the joke was like kind of on him. It's just really, like, I don't know. Have I ever met him? I saw him from like 10 feet away at VidCon. But that's about it. You know, not really one of my most coveted meet and greets. Especially nowadays. It's just like, you could tell his jokes were always about others' insecurities too. Yeah, and then it was just like, at a certain point it became sad to watch because, you know,
white people be like,
so there would be a joke towards like someone's like physical appearance or like something like that, and then the person that the joke was towards, you could tell they were overcompensating with the laugh. Like, I get it, you know, it's a vlog, everybody has to put on a little laugh and like a little bit of an extra act. But like in David's vlogs, it would always go like, David would be filming Jonah, like he'd be like, oh, hey Jonah, you're so fat, and then Jonah would be like, ha, 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 ha. Like, you could tell that they're all just like so like uncomfortable with it. Like, it's just like this constant like hammering in. Like, it's just, ugh, no environment like that's gonna last, man. Let me tell you, an environment where everybody's just constantly hammering in on everybody in the moment in that environment will be like, oh my god, no, this is just how we are. Like, we're a little bit toxic and we're a little bit crazy, but this is just how we function. Like, we got thick skin and we all love this. And at a certain point, everybody cracks. Everybody cracks. In a good environment, in a good friendly environment, everybody is aware of each other's boundaries. And the boundaries can always change. That's another thing is, if you set boundaries with people, you should not feel bad if those boundaries change. Your boundaries are your boundaries. You are valid to have them as you please. You know, there's no shame in being like, oh, you know, I told this person I was okay with this, but now it's, you know, as long as you communicate your new boundaries, there's no shame in them. Oh my god. Okay. I guess since I'm on like a ranty type of beat, I recently saw a TikTok. It was such a stupid TikTok. I don't even know why I gave a shit, but on this TikTok, there was this fucking guy, like, so when it comes to depression, I really feel like, even though it's like, you know, the most common mental illness and it's the most talked about mental illness, there's just like, there's this weird thing about depression where a lot of things, a lot of the information that goes around about depression and a lot of the things that people say about depression, it ends up being more wrong because people are so complacent, you know, about their knowledge when it comes to depression, because everybody assumes that they understand what depression is, and everybody assumes like, you know, this is what it is, blah, blah, blah. So that means that people will just fucking be wrong about things because they're so confident that they're right. And another thing that pisses me off about depression is motherfuckers who have never had it will make a TikTok where they're like, I'm pretty sure depression is a made-up thing by like the pharmaceutical companies, and like this is literally a TikTok I saw. It was some fucking guy that like showers outside in like rainwater, so you can already tell that this guy is not, like, you shouldn't take anything he says seriously, but like it was like this old guy who was just shirtless and he was like, depression isn't real. It's just I'm pretty sure that, you know, people, depression is just something people use an excuse when they eat unhealthy and they're in unhealthy environments. I was like, yeah, motherfucker, you're like fucking describing like the root causes of depression. Like, yeah, like that's shit that can like fucking cause depression. But I don't know how a single person who has either been depressed or has been around a person who has been depressed can claim that depression isn't real. You know, I'm someone who has struggled with depression for years. I think like I've struggled with it on and off since I was like 15, and just from a first-hand experience, like, if you really look back, you know, as you struggle with depression, if you look back through your years of life, you can really notice how depression just chips away at you as a person, and it takes away literally like your defining characteristics one by one. Like, it is such a real thing where it completely fucks your brain chemistry and shit. And all the things you were interested in, you're no longer interested in. And it's all just very like, it's all very just, I don't know. It's very clear to see, you know? So it's very just, you guys are crazy in chat. How do you help someone with depression? I don't know. The thing about that is it's really hard to give an answer for that, because everybody, when it comes to any sort of mental illness, everybody goes through it differently. You know, there's no single way to experience any mental illness. A big struggle with mental illness comes in the fact that you will constantly invalidate your own experiences, because your experience isn't like one-on-one with like the textbooks, you know, like, oh, I can't have depression because, you know, I feel like this sometimes, and at the same time, like, I don't feel like this. There's no one way to, you know, experience anything like that. And because of that, there's also no one way to help anybody. It's a very, you know, you really do have to, I guess, go by person, but the main thing is, like, you, as long as you're available for your friends, and, you know, it's kind of a time where you kind of really do have to be more understanding with people. You know, obviously there's limits to everything, but when it comes to like shit like this, you really do have to be more patient and understanding with people. You know, people might push you away, they might be cold, but it's just like the way depression fucks with your whole brain chemistry and shit. It just like makes you see the world in an entirely different way. And if you're not somebody that's going through depression, it can you know, in a way, I'm like empathetic to people that have not had depression, not being able to understand what depression is. Because if I think back before, you know, I ever struggled with depression, it's like a whole different ball game. Like, it literally, if you tried to explain depression to me, had I never been depressed, I don't know if I would ever understand it. Like, it really is just, it's a whole whirlwind. Like, it really is. And, you know, having to fucking explain yourself to people all the time, it really is just, pretty annoying. Like, all the bullshit it brings with it, man, it's just so exhausting. Like, you already wake up 10 times more exhausted than like a normal person does, right? It's like, and then it's like 10 times harder for you to get in that shower than it is for like your buddy Eric, you know, who's like a fucking Iron Man, who like is like completely mentally healthy. Like, it is already like small things like that are already like 10 times harder for you to do. So, you know, an advice I would give to somebody who goes through depression is you really got to celebrate the small victories, man. You got to realize that you cannot compare yourself to other people because the other people are all in like, you know, they're playing a whole other ball game. You're doing your thing, and no matter how small your victories are, you shouldn't invalidate them. You should embrace every positive step that you make, and you should pat yourself on the back for it, and then work on that, you know, and build on it a little bit. And that's really the main thing on that is like people really just got to stop invalidating themselves. People invalidate themselves when it comes to everything. They'll invalidate themselves to when it comes to sexuality, when it comes to mental illness, when it comes to like literally anything. We're just literally our own worst enemy. So we got to keep ourselves in check. We do. Holy fuck, if I had $1 every time I had a therapist tell me to just be mindful. Yeah, that's another thing is, not every therapist is good. There can be times where a therapist makes you feel like shit, and you feel like you have to feel like shit because, oh, it's a therapist. This therapist must know what they're doing. But at the end of the day, therapists are just people who are very smart people who have learned, and the way that they maybe try to help people isn't compatible with you. So it's okay to, like, you know, it's okay to kind of shop around when it comes to therapists. It's okay to not be compatible with a therapist. Now, what I will say, what I kind of tell everybody is, the first few sessions of any therapy will always be a little bit rough. You shouldn't, you know, take that as a sign to run away, because a big part of therapy is admitting a lot of things that you have a lot of trouble admitting. You cannot get better until you admit a lot of things that you lie to yourself about. And that is hard. That is hard. But the more you do it, the easier it gets, you know? I don't know. It's mine kept telling me to use essential oils. I don't even know how that person is a therapist. You know, it's sometimes the things people will say about mental illness is pretty nuts. Like, you know, I'm somebody who, I guess this could be a trigger warning because it kind of does touch on eating disorders, but I'm somebody who, if I really go through a bad phase of depression, I either, most of the times I stop eating and I lose a lot of weight, which is something that I will be reminded about every single day. If I'm going through like a more of a depressive phase and I lose weight, you know, if somebody sees me and they haven't seen me in like a few weeks, oh, they'll be sure to point it out and be like, hey, you're looking really light. Like, yeah, thanks. I don't really understand the whole notion of pointing out people's like weight at all. Like, I literally do not get it. I expect, like, literally the people that are like, oh my god, you're so skinny, are you okay? Like, yeah, great. That's like, that is literally what I love to hear. Like, that is the kind of shit that when I was going through my own struggles, I've gone through it multiple times in my life. Most recently it was about this time last year when I was losing a lot of weight. But when I was like 15 or 16, I legitimately stopped going outside and meeting people because every time they would see me, they'd be like, you're looking so skinny. And it's like, I get it. It's kind of like you want to show worry, but like, it's kind of like, I know. Like I'm aware, and I'm kind of like just trying to go about my day, not thinking that everybody can just think about like how shitty I look, you know. So it's something that's very it can be very annoying to deal with. And I think there's better ways to approach that topic than being like, man, you look rough. Damn. Like it's just like, I don't know. Like it really is just and you know, when it comes to, you know, kind of not being able to eat, losing appetite, people don't really seem to understand what that's like too. So you know, this is a true thing that happened. I had a friend tell me that I was going through a lot of weight loss. I wasn't eating because I'd really lost my appetite, and my friend told me, maybe you should just stop eating Uber Eats. And I was like, hello? Like, what do you mean? Like, I just told you how I'm not eating, and you told me to stop eating Uber Eats. I just told you how I can't eat. Like, I'm not eating anything.
I got hit by a bus,
so
bro.
Yeah, that was probably one of the like weirdest things that anybody's ever said to me, and it like echoes through my head where I'm like, and after that I legitimately was like, okay, I'm literally never going to this person again. Like that was a moment where I was like, well, that just really made me feel weird. Like, did you like at that point it's like, was this person even listening to me? Like, what the fuck is that about? So yeah, there's people like that. I hate when people say just eat. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like, I don't know what people are thinking when they say shit like that. When you don't, like, if you're somebody who hasn't gone, like, through a struggle like that, just imagine when you don't have an appetite. You know, if you don't have an appetite to eat, just in a normal setting, that's how you feel. Even when you're even when you're, like, hungry, you don't have that appetite to eat. And that's why people go through, you know, that kind of stuff. It's just really just, I don't know. That's like a good way to explain it, I feel like. Nothing sounds good to eat. Exactly. Like, nothing sounds good to eat. And then when you do, and the thing is, like, people can act like, oh my God, you should just force yourself. Like, come on, force yourself a little bit. But then when you do that, I've literally had this happen where in those moments where I'm trying to force myself to eat, it makes me gag, or I'll eat like 2 pieces of whatever the fuck I'm eating, and then I'm like full. Like, I just feel like I'm full, you know? It's if your body says, no, I don't want anything right now, then it really is a whole struggle to really, you know, fight with that. So it's I don't know, like, there needs to be like a fucking like a playbook on how to explain mental illness to people that do not fucking comprehend it. Like, there needs to be like you gotta explain it to them like 5-year-olds, because if you don't, then they're just gonna be saying dumb shit. Ugh. Well, you know, but at the same time, like, you know, sometimes when people don't understand, I never automatically presume the worst, and I never get annoyed, because you know, there are things that I don't understand about the human experience that I don't go through, that I needed to either be educated on or still need to like learn about. And you know, it's all about a part of being human, you know. And there are people that are genuinely, you know, they don't know what it's like, and you know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you fucking asshole, you've never had depression. Like, you know, it's understandable that not everybody understands. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta explain to people. That's another part. It's like, some people just genuinely don't understand, and when you explain to them, they do. So, it's patience is like a good thing to have. It really is. Am I gonna read Dan Howell's book? I did see that he's releasing a new book, but I am not really I don't know. I'm not much of a reader, but I actually would love to get back into it. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. It's about mental health. That's good. You know what? I might actually give it a look-see. Give it a little peekaboo.
white people be like,
Micah Energy, thank you for the 7 months. Neon, thank you for the $3. Thank you for all the happiness you've given me over the past year. Joining the Eggs Nest Discord and getting to know and befriend everybody, staying up late, watching your streams helped me a lot. I would have been much worse if it wasn't for you and them. Honestly, the fact that you were in my Discord, I'm surprised that that didn't, like, ruin your life. So, honestly, I'm really glad to hear that you were in my Discord and that you are still, like, a happy person. That is honestly amazing to hear. Frank Ocean, Lovebot, thank you for the 9 months. Marilyn, thank you for the 200 bits. Valera, thank you for the Prime. Oh, Black Mamba, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you. Also, a lot of you weren't here when I had that Discord, so when I say things like that, some people are like, what the fuck happened in that Discord? Really what just happened was that a bunch of regulars just became really toxic. And it just became a headache for everybody involved. Which usually happens in a lot of Discords, which is why my new Discord, which you can join if you type like !Discord, I think, you can't talk in it because I have no interest in Discord communities. Discord communities work best when the people rotate in and out. Like, people leave, people stay, people leave. Because what usually happens is some people will stay around for too long and they, you know, they just become assholes. So, yeah. They get very territorial. Like, they start acting like it's their and their fucking friends' Discord. But in reality, it's my Discord, bitch. I choose the rules. I choose the laws. My favorite thing about running a Discord server was when I would fucking ban somebody that was really annoying. And then, they would come to me and be like, that's not fair. This isn't the government, okay? If I think you're annoying, then you get banned. It's as simple as that, okay? I'm sorry if you feel like it's unfair, but I don't give a shit. This is the one place where I get to choose who I want around and who I don't want around with no fucking, like, I don't have to think about it like, oh my god, what about this? What about... Fuck that, man. If somebody's annoying to me, I'm just getting rid of them. Like, it's as simple as that. I used to be very nice to people like these. People who are annoying and shit, I used to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. And then they would just stick around and become more and more annoying. So now I'm just like, if somebody annoys me, they're gone. Like, there's no point in being nice to these people because they'll just take advantage of it. That's how some people act in Twitch bans. Man, Twitch bans, it's like, if you really get that pissed over a Twitch ban, like, you know, you're just not very clever. That's all I'll say. That's as far as I'm gonna go on that. You know, that really, that's about it. How do people get banned in Twitch? Like, it takes a lot. Some people, they just really don't understand how things work. They don't understand how this isn't just your random place to fucking shoot your diarrhea into, okay? You can't just go in here and be like, and also, you know, although it's, you know, if I'm on like a peak stream, the chat's moving pretty fast, but that doesn't really give you like a excuse to be annoying. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just really like, we kind of try to keep it an enjoyable experience to chat. I want everybody to be able to keep the chat open and have a fun time.
white people be like,
Gazor Pathin, thank you for the Prime. Gazor. TikTok is nuts. I gotta say, I have so much respect for Hamza because he brought over just a, you know, fully fucking TikTok audience, and he's really, I think, really shaped them into a good chat. I like Hamza a lot. Hamza is, I think, very cool. I keep most emoteless chats closed because there's just not a lot that happens in there that is interesting. And then sometimes, you know, those chats are also like, there's some streamers that really, I feel like, abandon chat etiquette. Because they're kind of like, you know, oh, I don't give a shit. I don't look at my chat anyways. But then they don't realize that these viewers, they will leak into other people's chats and fucking cause chaos there. So I don't know. I feel like it's kind of a nice thing to do for everybody in the community, everybody on the platform, to kind of like educate your viewers on how to behave. Because otherwise your viewers will go and just be annoying to other people. That's why I kind of like keep you guys in check too, because I don't want to have you guys be annoying to other people. You guys can annoy me, but to a certain extent, but I don't want you guys embarrassing me, okay? Kalen just texted me and said, how long are you streaming for? Can you tell her I said hi? No. We would never. We're complete angels. I've seen some of you guys on Twitter. Some of you guys on Twitter, you're crazy. You guys are like a bunch of lions. I don't have Twitter. I don't know if I believe you. Who? Okay, no, actually, there's no point in asking this, because I'll be like, who here doesn't have Twitter? Put one in chat if you don't have a Twitter, and all of a sudden I'll see fucking Funtime Daniel, Drew ABC's, fucking Steph Phobia, everybody saying, oh, I don't have a Twitter. Literally, Funtime Daniel was the first one to put a one in chat. I called it. I don't go on Twitter that much anymore, and honestly, yeah, Miss Taylor does not have a Twitter also. That's, she's notorious for that. Notoriously off the grid. I don't go on Twitter anymore that much, because I realized if I close Twitter, I just feel so good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel really good. I closed the app. I haven't had it on my phone in like 6 months, and I've stopped opening on my PC. I just feel good, man. Like, I'll open that shit, and it's just like, why? Why am I on here, man? I'm a middle-aged man. I gotta stop saying that, because then people will really believe that those articles. I wonder if there's gonna be a day in my life where I won't have somebody ask me, are you actually 32? I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. I think I'm kind of like realizing that I'm gonna have that asked to me literally until the day I die. Are you actually 32? Should I just start saying yes? Like, should I just start role-playing a 32-year-old man? Like, at this point... Oh, or am I 33 by now? You know what? At this point, I should just fully go into the role. But then, at the same time, it reminds me of when, my famous birthdays actually did have me down as a 31-year-old. And then I got legitimate DMs where people are like, you're a fucking creep. Why are all your friends like 17 and 18 years old if you're 31? And I literally used to scare me. I used to get fucking scared because I was like, what the fuck? You looked at my fucking age on famous birthdays, where, believe it or not, guys, famous birthdays does not ask for your ID. You could go to famous birthdays and say, I'm 56 years old, and they will just put it on there. They will put it on there. They will not, they don't need proof, okay? They will look at your rent. Like, the reason why they put me down as a 31-year-old is because when I turned like 18, I, as a joke, tweeted, hey guys, just turned 31, or whatever the fuck, or 30, or I don't know what the fuck it was. So they took that and was like, oh, clearly this is true. You know, now my fucking, you know, this really shows like how small decisions can affect your life for the long run. Because like literally 4 years ago, before I even like had a platform, I tweeted out as a joke, hey guys, I'm 30 years old. Oh, and now I have to fucking read about it every single day. Like, what the fuck? Isn't that crazy? That's nuts. That is nuts. I remember they put Hoover as 15 years old. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I can already fucking see the DMs. Why the fuck are you 32-year-old old man friends with a 15-year-old? Like, oh lord. Literally, stop going on websites that look like they're gonna give you malware and then reading the information on there and believing it. I'm not 5'7" also. All those websites say he's 5'7" and he's like this and that. Like he's so like fucking like they all say my net worth is like $1 million. Dude, I fucking wish. Are you kidding me? Sheesh. Am I Hoover's Boompa? Boompa. What is a Boompa? Is that like a kin list? Oh, grandpa. I don't know, man. People come to me with all these terms. They're like, "Are you on a what is your kin list? Who's your boompa?" Well, they haven't asked that, but you know, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys were asking me like, "Name all your boompas. Name all your boompas," and I'd be like, "What is that?" And then, and then you guys would be like, "Oh, it's like, you know, who like your favorite like cartoon characters." Oh my god, cold smoothie. Is that Aaron Hole? Thanks for the raid, man. Thank you, that's very sweet. Thank you. Hello all the cold smoothie viewers. I hope you guys had a fun stream. We're just talking about kin lists. Guys, who's your boompa? Who's your favorite boompa? Oh, Karen. Thank you for the 4 months. Huna Gay. Thank you for the 3 months. Sorry, I gotta respond to Miss Kaylin Corey here. Can you tell her I said hi? Nope, still cannot say that. Your boompa is Prince Philip? That guy's dead. RIP. R.I.P. We need to know your MBTI, sir. I thought you were asking my BMI for a second. I was like, why the fuck are you asking my BMI? I was like, I forgot what a BMI was called, so I thought that's what it was, the MBTI. It says you're an INFP. I'm an ENFP when I took the test, guys, okay? I'm probably an INFP now. I'm not gonna lie. The last year has done some serious mental damage to me. There's no fucking way I'm an ENFP anymore, man. I'm an INFP. But yeah, I guess now those websites are true. But they noted me down as INFP because everybody was like, "Oh my god, he looks like such a cute little INFP." But I actually, at one point, was mentally like strong enough to be an ENFP. But now I'm like. Oh, ooh, nervy. I'm nervy when I go to the grocery store, man. There's no shame in being INFP, ENFP, LGBT. There's no shame in any of it. Embrace yourself for who you are. Yeah, there's no shame in being an ICUP. ICUP. You know the whole ICUP meme? Alright, here's my take on it, okay? Is it okay to be vegan? people weren't joking when they were saying that you talk about being vegan a lot. I've been seeing it a lot recently. Anyways, the whole I cup meme when I was a child, I always was like, that's it? That's the joke? Like, I was always like, there has to be, like, more to it. Like, the I cup. Like, there's no way the whole joke is ICUP. Like, there has to be more to it. But then I realized that's just how Americans work. Can you say hi to my friend YM? Who's YM? Your mom. Thanks, guys. You guys are silly. My mom! Sheesh! You know, I can't respond to a single piece of fan art on Twitter without all the replies being like, that's my friend, you know? I'm friends with this person, you know? Hey, that's my friend, you know? This person's my friend, you know? I can't interact with anybody. I ratio somebody, everybody on Twitter's like, hey, that's my, you just ratioed my friend. You guys are all like little villagers. Very, very together. I love it. How do I keep track of chat? I don't. I really don't. You know, the thing about being a streamer is, when I used to get like 200 viewers, I used to feel really bad when I would ignore people's questions. But now I just have this privilege of, there's just so much shit flying through chat that I don't have to pay attention to like 95% of it. And it just feels great. Like, you guys can just ask me a question, and I literally don't have to respond. Like, you could just ask me a question, and there's literally no reason for me to respond. So I can really choose. And it makes me feel great. It really does. Was I an iPad kid? No, but I'm about to be. I'm buying one. I'm buying an iPad. My first iPad ever. Baby's first iPad. Do I like Taylor Swift? I do. I do.
got so many necklaces.
Azzy Bell! Thank you for
Why
13
necklace?
months! 13 months. Do I enjoy One Direction? Yes. You have 4 iPads. My moderators will say they have 4 iPads, and then they act like they need to be paid. Is it common for Americans to have multiple iPads? I've never had a single one in my life. This is going to be my first iPad ever. My first iPad ever. I'm poor. Y'all poor? Hopefully not too poor. I have merch coming out soon. I had an iPhone 5S for like 5 years, but an iPhone 5S, iconic phone. Probably the peak of iPhones was around that era. Sheesh, like an iPhone 6S, those used to look sexy as hell. Nowadays, you know, they look okay. I got the iPhone 11. The iPhone 11. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a good phone, man. 5C. I had a friend who bought an iPhone 5C. It was a light blue one. And I don't think he had a good experience with it. because he was trying to sell it around school. He was trying to sell it to people. Like 2 months later. If you ever got an iPhone 5C, I feel like you were the type of person who would like, I don't know, like I just feel like you're a little bit like childish. Like you had to like put it, like you probably chewed on your phone. Like I don't know, like the like my perception of you is just not. It's kind of weird. Like I don't know. No offense. Stop. I was literally a child. Look at all you being mad because you had a 5C. Everyone who had a 5C was short as fuck. That is true. My friend who had a 5C, he was like the shortest boy in class. Fun fact. It checks out. No disrespect. But it is, you know, just looking at the data. There's no shame in being short, but it is a reality that you live in, if you are. I wonder who the tallest person in chat is. It's probably, honestly, Gabe. Gabe DS20, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised. Miss Taylor is 7'25". That's pretty, it's kind of, you should, like, call in to the, like, the Guinness Book of World Records. I feel like you would probably make it on some sort of leaderboard. You know, I'm, I think on a good day, I might honestly squeeze to, like, a 6'2", but I stay at a good 6'1". You know, it's just like, oh, how confident I am, you know? Like, if I'm really confident, I'm walking down the street like this, I might actually be 6'2", but I'm like 6'1". I'm 6'1". Pretty, you know, I'm chill. I'm not 5'11". What the fuck? I'm absolutely not 5'11". Fuck that. Nobody's 5'11". I'm gonna barf. I radiate the same energy as Diego from Ice Age. Thank you. You're literally 5'4". You guys make me laugh. I've had fan meetups. All you guys are, you know, you guys will be on Twitter being like, fuck you, fuck you. And then I meet you in real life. Motherfuckers be this tall. Like, literally, like, looking like this. It's just a little bit hilarious. 6'2" is beta height. I feel like the goalposts are being shifted whenever I reveal more information about myself. I am alpha as hell. I'm one of the most alpha males on the planet. I am literally, you know, you guys, my mom is 5'10". I don't know why that took me so long to say, but my mom is 5'10". My mom is like, who's that one girl streamer who's tall, snifferish? Like, my mom is basically like, she could like probably take her in a fight. I don't actually know why I said that. My mom wouldn't fight anybody. My mom is a pacifist. And I also don't, that was not a call out. I don't want, no disrespect to snifferish. I remember this was a genuine conversation I had with one of my friends' moms. This was like a debate we had for months, where I would go over to my friend's house, and then me and my friend's mom would debate about whether she could beat up my mom. And I would be like, my mom is like pretty jacked, and then she would be like, yeah, but I lift heavy things, like I could take your mom in a fight. And I was like, no you couldn't. And it was like this genuine debate we used to have. Luckily, they never, I don't honestly think they even met. So if they met, there could have been like some sort of pow 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 pow. But yeah. My grandma, nobody would be able to fight my grandma. My grandmother's into witchery and stuff like that. she will literally put a spell on you and shit. So there's no like you can't fuck with my grandmother. My grandma was a boxer. There's no way that's true. Why would that not be true? I mean, it's not cause she's a girl. Just cause it's just, you know, what are the odds of that, you know? Women's rights, guys. I believe in let's close that wage gap. Let's close it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Girl power, man. Yeah, let's, you know, girls are just as cool as boys. And the same, of course, applies for non-binary people as well. Everyone's cool. I support equal rights for all. If I worked for Burger King, I wouldn't have tweeted that. You know, just saying. Things would have been different if I was the social media intern. We should bring back toxic masculinity. I don't give a fuck. I think that's, many people in the Actually Twitch chat would agree with you. The Actually Twitch chat displays a lot of toxic masculinity at all times. It's one of the most masculine fan bases on Earth. And they all obviously are inspired by me. The most masculine of them all. Look at this. You can't even see it because I'm wearing a hoodie, but I'm just like incredibly masculine and stuff, so I'm pretty cool. You know, when it comes to people who really care about being masculine, like I like all these like cis dudes that are like, my masculinity is everything I have. I just wish somebody like showed them how to, like, I don't know, like skateboard, because that I feel like is like a lot cooler of a thing to care about than it is to like keep up this like archaic tradition of like when we still lived in the caveman times and we needed to be like the alpha males. I do have arm hair, yes. Thank you for pointing that out. I do have arm hair. That is one of my many qualities. British cheese, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you. Did I ever paint my nails? Yes, I did. On stream even on one time. Did I text stream yet? Yet. Are you expecting me to text stream? I could do it. I have him on speed dial. I have most of the people in the industry on speed dial. They come to me for advice, but I just choose not to talk to them. Oh, I know why you're talking about it. Because of the fucking... Okay. I'm gonna give a little bit of a take that some people might not like here. It's kind of disappointing to see Minecraft YouTubers doing the whole texting thing. Because if it's through the same company that the celebrities do it with, it's just a fucking data mining scam. Like, it's just really it's a little bit lame in my eyes. Now I don't know the full context, but if that's what it is, then it's a little bit because basically whenever you see like a celebrity tweet out like, hey, text me at this number, basically what you're doing is you're submitting your phone number and whatever information comes with your phone number to a company that will then sell it to advertisers, and then you'll get all sorts of calls from like telemarketers and shit. That's basically the whole foundation of that company. And when you see people text out those numbers, those aren't actually their numbers. It's a number that was given to them by the company. So that to me that is a little bit lame. But you know, who the fuck am I, right? That company isn't reaching out for me, so I've never been reached out by that company. So clearly, I'm not that famous. You're famous to us. Thank you. That's very sweet. My number one dream is to be an A-list celebrity. Marilyn, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you.
White people be like,
if I lived in LA, I'd be like 100 times more famous than I am, but I just don't live in LA, you know. I don't have those LA connections. You know, Courtney Kardashian, that's what I call her. She reached out the other day, said, "Yo, we'd love to have you at this party." And first of all, I said, "Party during a pandemic? No, thank you." But then I also said, "I'm not in America. Otherwise, I would hop by." I gotta do more of these streams where I don't tweet it out, because I didn't tweet this stream out. Liz, Jesus Christ, Liz, shush, Liz. Oh my God, thank you for the 50 bomb as always. God damn it, God damn. Thank you, Liz. I don't know. I never know how to thank people. But it's just like, whenever somebody even gives me $1, I'm kind of like, that person did not have to do that. And that, I always want to reiterate this. Nobody needs to donate. Do not donate to me, because, you know, the other day I got a DM and it made me feel bad because somebody, hold on. I want to look at this person's chat logs for a second. What's your opinion on Dream? What's your opinion on Weston? Are you trying to farm a clip? What are you doing? Like, I noticed you were asking, like, what's my opinion on this? What's my opinion on that? Like, what are you doing? Anyways. Yeah. Somebody DM'd me. I was like, is there any way, like, I can give money to you, like, outside of PayPal? And I was like, don't, like, you don't need to, like, I don't know, like, you don't need to, like, send me, like, a packet of money. Like, it's okay. Like, this is free content. And, you know, only donate if you have, like, something left over and you feel like a little bit of I don't know, you feel nice. Don't do it because you have to. And don't give away your whole bag. You know, use that bag to treat yourself. Take care of yourself before you take care of your streamer. But thank you, Liz. Thank you very much. I really I really don't know how to thank you. And Ciara, thank you for the Prime as well. And Marilyn, thank you for the 2 buds. Appreciate it. What if I am my streamer? Well, I don't know then. How do I feel that 2 Estonian people are watching? Scary. Terrified. Opinion on Ludwig's dump truck. Why did I read that?
I got hit by a bus, bro.
Legal taxidermy. Thank you for the $3. Penis. Hee hee. Thank you. I miss Italian nights. That was one night. But it was a pretty fun night, I guess, yeah. It was a whole bunch of fun. Did you ever show us the mac and cheese earrings? I forgot about that. I still have them somewhere. I'll do them. I'll do them at some point. I forgot to show you guys those. Can we gamble? Y'all got an addiction. Okay. This is called an addiction. What is my opinion on poutine? I had it at Disney World. It's pretty good. Shout out to Canadians. A boot. Hamza. Hamza is Canadian. I never showed you guys this, but Hamza got a video of the Da Vinci twins saying hi to me. Now, I do have to say, Hamza somehow managed to accomplish something that I've never seen before, which is the fact that he sent me a video that was incredibly low quality and laggy, and it was just a normal iPhone video. I've never seen somebody send me a video like that before. And then he also sent a similar video to Weston, and that video was completely fine. It was like 4K, like high frame rate. So I am a little bit confused as to like why my video was so low quality. I don't even know where I have it. Oh wait, I have it here. I have it here. I can play it. Honestly, okay, it's just the two of them. So I'm not even gonna bother pulling it up on stream, but you can hear it. I'll play the audio. Because the audio is what matters the most, right?
Why you got necklace?
Why you got necklace? Alright, hold on, let me
What's up, Axel?
What's up, Axel? Yo, it's Axel? Oh my god, Axel?
Oh, I like that one. Yep.
Sup?
Sup. You stay safe now.
Stay safe, not too safe.
Not too safe.
Not too safe.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what that means. Don't stay too safe. The Axie? I don't know what they mean by that. But I will follow their lead and I will not stay too safe. I think that should be like some sort of alert. We should use the Axie. We need to use that in some sort of alert. The Axie? Can you please show us? Okay. There's literally nothing to see because the video is super low quality. And it's laggy. So I need to ask Hamza to send me the proper one. Or literally, like, I don't know what happened to it. This is not normal. I never changed my bits alert to the stream. I was waiting for someone to point that out. I can still do it. Raid alert? Maybe. I thought you guys were saying that I was getting a raid when you were saying that. I didn't think you were suggesting. I was like, oh my god, more viewers. Don't mind if I do.
What's up, Axel?
Okay, I'll show you the video for 1 second because then you can see like literally okay, hold on. I just accidentally pulled up
What's
my
up?
own TikTok. Watch this, okay? Look at this. Why is it so small, first of all? Look at this. Yeah, that was my TikTok, okay? That was the TikTok I did. I accidentally downloaded the TikTok I made and then it played right after this. But look at how small it is, okay? This is tiny.
What's up, Axel?
What's up, Axel? Yo, it's Axel? Oh my god, Axel?
It's literally like he recorded this shit on a Nokia. Like, Hamza, what the fuck? I appreciate it. Very kind, but
Yeah.
oh, fuck, god damn it. Shit. Fuck. Yo, this clip goes hard though.
1、2、3、にゃ、
ありがとう。や、1、2、3。
Hold on. I need to talk to you guys about something before I wrap it up. I got to talk to you guys something. Hold on. Somebody pointed this out, right? This fucking... Is this the song? Hold on. Yeah, this song. You know this song, right? It's on... it's on TikTok. This song. Somebody pointed out, I was like, what the fuck is this guy even talking about in this song? And I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, what is he saying? I was reading the lyrics, and I literally feel like this guy on this song is just saying things. Like, hold on, I'll play it a little more. So you can pick up on what song it is.
What you know about
the song, right? It's so annoying. The song is so annoying, right? And I was like, somebody on TikTok said, like, what is this guy even talking about? So I was reading the lyrics. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you call that a mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion, yeah? I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. What the fuck does that mean? You feel like an astronaut in the ocean? What does that mean? Does that mean that he feels out of place? If so, that is it's a very unique way to go about it. I was just thinking about that. I was like, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. That to me is just like, this Tom Donaldson. Is that what his name was? There's no way his name was Tom Donaldson. What the fuck was his name? Oh god. What was his name? There's no way his name was Tom Donaldson. That's Mr. Beast's last name. His name is like Jimmy Donaldson or something. McDonald. Tom McDonald. Tom Donaldson. Oh my god. Oh lord. Mr. B6000. Oh. What you know about rolling in the deep? I fucking hate that song. It's one of the TikTok songs that whenever somebody uses it in a TikTok, I'm like, what are you doing? Steph Guz, thank you for the 100 bits. And Josie Zamora, thank you for the 100 bits. I love it. Thank you. And Ava, thank you for the 2 months. Yay.
Astro, no.
La música de Harry Frog. Play Girls Go games. You guys don't know La Música de Harry Frog?
La música de Harry Frog.
La Música de Harry Frog. Layla Lara, thank you for the 100 bits. Dear boy, thank you for the 100 bits. When you were talking about Tom McDonald, I was like, I can see my brother listening to this dude. And literally the next day, he came up to pick me up listening to him. I'm sorry. That is rough. What is my favorite Papa's game? My favorite Papa's game. My favorite Papa's game. My favorite Papa's game is these nuts. Oh, get fucked, seriously. Like, get destroyed. Oh my god. It's just getting a bit embarrassing. It's just getting a bit fucking embarrassing. Kumari Uwu, thank you for the 100 bits. Once again, your swag. Thank you. That's very kind. Can we watch Starman, please? Fuck no, I'm getting out of here in a second. I am departing the premises in a momentum. Memento mori, man. Everything ends. Everything comes to an end. Unisonis. What? I just got here? Hey, you should have gotten here sooner. The show's been rolling for a while now. So when Kaylin asked, you said 1 hour, 54 minutes, and 58 seconds. Yep, that is exactly the response I gave to Kaylin when she asked me how long I'm going to stream. Can you tell her I said hi? That's just like really creepy Stan behavior that you keep asking that. Content creators have boundaries, and clearly you are overstepping them. What you know about rolling in the deep? I have these small streamers that I find on Twitch because you won't believe it, guys. I'm like a Twitch talent scout, okay? My ass is looking up and down for the next big Twitch streamer. All right? I go into some Twitch streams that have 10 viewers, and there's some of them that I would love to tell you guys about, but I also don't want to like fuck with their groove, so you're never gonna know about them. Same. There's this one guy called Miskiff. He's really small. He is pretty short. Brooke, thank you for the 100 bits. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. That's like a bar. Stop gatekeeping. True, that is gatekeeping of me. I'm pretty, you know. Oh my God, Miskiff is gambling. Everybody's gambling, guys. I need to start gambling. I think I would make a good impression on you guys. Who do I raid? 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 Raid a small streamer. Cutie? Is she live? Oh my God, she has 5K viewers. I'm proud of her. I like Cutie. She's awesome.
Thank you for your 5.
That's how the other hot tub girls.
But she has 5,000 viewers. She has enough. You know, I don't need to add to her. You know, we're not here to feed the rich. Prezzo? Ooh, that could be an option. We could raid Prezzo.
I assume? Wow, you're fucking insane.
You know what? Yeah, we'll do Prezzo. Or actually, I could do Selma. All right, coin flip. Heads, it's Selma. Tails, it's Prezzo. Coin flip. Which one is this in English? I'm going to get a website that gives me the result in English because I don't actually... Okay, Tails. Which one was Tails? Did I say which one was which? That was Prezzo? Okay. All right, I'm going to raid Prezzo. We're going to raid Prezzo. Can we gamble? No, you guys, you know, the question should be asking, can we, like, get help? Because that's what you need. You need help. I'm going to raid Prezzo. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Today was a chill stream. I didn't tweet it out because... You know, I really wanted to just hang out. Tomorrow, it's going to be a little bit of a bigger stream. Okay? Get ready for it. Announcement. I got a big announcement tomorrow. A really big announcement. You're not going to want to miss out on it, okay? I better see you there. Goodbye, Miss Taylor. Goodbye, Drew ABCs. Why was chat worse when you didn't tweet it? I don't know. That's a question that you guys should ask yourselves. Look in the mirror and reflect a little bit. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay dope fresh, y'all. That's my new sign off. You guys are cool. Anyways, bye. All right, bye guys. We hope you enjoyed your stay.